Good morning, everybody. I was a little worried when I started this up. My screen was really tiny and I was curious what it was going to look like, but it went full screen when I went live. And there's my, okay, I've got my computer up so I can see everybody. Good morning. I hope you have your favorite beverage of choice, and today it might need to be hot because lots of people are getting snow. We just had a huge thunderstorm well, it was a storm, heavy rain come through here, and I was thinking they're not going to be able to hear me because of the rain. Hey, Barb. If you're new, my name is Robbie Rabala, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in North Carolina. I welcome you to watch as we do some crafting together. I'm going to give people a few minutes to get in. When you come in, say hello and tell us where you're from. Yeah, the weather here is like my weather radio was going off this morning. I was just getting out of the shower, it was going off, and I was like, wonder what that was. Well, it's just thunderstorm warning, and we didn't really have a thunderstorm, but we did have heavy rain and heavy winds. So hopefully that's all, and the rest of the day we'll have some rain off and on. I think it was supposed to rain most of the day, which is fine for me because I have a lot of crafting to do. So that will be fun, and I will spend some time in my studio being creative and getting things done for the next few weeks. I'm excited about today's card because I started playing, and I know we have, hey Carol, we have stamp sets that have dies with them, but I want to show you ways that you can use the stamp set without the die. And that's what I did. I came up with an idea, and it was like, my prototype is okay. I think my stems are a little too tall. I have to work on that one. So I will be playing with that idea with today's card. And I changed the color. I thought I'd also show you that because you create one card in one color doesn't mean you can't create the same card in a different color. So the card I made was in Rich Raspberry. Today I'm going to use Poppy Parade. Not a color I use very often. It just doesn't, I don't know why. It's an orangey red, and I guess that's probably why I see it as an orangey red. So, but I'll be ready to show you some ideas with it and get you started in your studio with creating and having some fun. I did pull my sentiment from a separate stamp set because I didn't particularly like the ones that were in that set. So I will share them with you and we'll see what happens. I talked to Jess last night. I sent her a message because Zoe has a volleyball tournament today, and it's in Frederick, which is like 2.5 hours away from her. She drove up last night because Frederick was supposed to get snow. And she says, I'm not getting up at 4:30 in the morning to stop and get breakfast and to, drive in that snow. She did it once before. So they drove up last night and stayed in a hotel, which is probably good because I know that they've had a lot of snow, or it's been snowing for a long time up there. I don't know how much they have, but she had to be at the place where they were having the tournament at 8 o'clock. So she just said, nope, we're going up tonight. And then she said that next weekend, it's in a place, the town, I can't remember where she said it was, but I think she said it was further north than Frederick. So she would probably be going up next weekend and staying in the hotel too. So it's one of those things. She's doing it, but she did talk to me, and she said that she's hoping for Zoe to try out for the volleyball team at Esperanza. I cannot believe that girl's going to be in middle school. Oh my God, I can still remember babysitting her at her house, and her sitting in those fabric boxes that you store stuff in, sitting in there watching TV. I don't even remember what she watched, but it was like unbelievable. It's like time goes too fast. Hey, Karen. So I'm going to take one more swallow, one more sip, I should say. Swallow sounds a little rough. And we'll get started. So if you don't have your beverage, the small door behind me, Jackie, that goes to storage. I have, I don't know, that's a hip roof over there. And it's storage from the other side of this room to the eaves. So it's storage. That's what it is. Nothing's fabulous. I could say it was my gnome's house or whatever, but no, leprechaun's house, but not. Just storage. All right. Okay, time to do some flipping. Now, if you get dizzy, close your eyes because I'm going to flip and I'll let you know when it's safe to open them. So closing your eyes because I'm getting ready to flip. Okay, and I have to wait till it comes up on my screen. Okay, you can open your eyes. And I think I'm pretty good. I'm going to slide it over just slightly. And if it needs adjusting, there we go. I have to adjust it just slightly. I found I was trying to do this with my phone, and I went, you silly girl, just use your mat. Adjust your mat. Make your mat straight. All right, so there we go. How many of you have played along with my sketch from Monday night? Still a few days left. Give it a try. You can find this and this is the measurements that you need. This and my card in a post below. Hey, Gladys. Okay. Here's the card that is my prototype. For this card, I am using the Flowering Rain Boots stamp set, and you can find that on page 30 in the mini catalog, the January to June one. I love this set. I'm using this set in my class this month, and oh my gosh, the cards are just too cute. But that's what we're using this month. And my sentiment came from the Lovely You stamp set because I love that Just Because, and I have a feeling this one's going to retire. This one is in the annual catalog on page 37 at the top. I'm hoping it doesn't because it's got some good sentiments in there, and I use those little flowers in various spots. So we will see what happens. I don't know. All right, so we're going to get started. Here's the card. Now, I am starting with, I did not measure this card, the white piece, or the piece behind it, because I don't know what size it's going to end up being. So we're going to put it together, and I'm going to show you how I made it. All right, I'm going to start with my Poppy Parade and my flowers. All right, and I'm going to stamp them close to the top. Ooh, that's a juicy pad. Ooh, really juicy. I'm gonna I'm gonna flip it over and just tap it lightly. You lost the, much better. You couldn't see the flowers. See the difference? I tapped, I guess, a little too hard. So there we have that. Now we have to do our leaves. Now the leaves are made for the tulips. So I had to do some creative masking. So the first thing I'm going to do is I stamped the flowers on a Post-it note, and I didn't fussy cut around all the edges between all those flowers. I kind of did an arc, and you really can't see by the time it's all said and done. This one, I do not want this piece over here. I only want the larger piece. So I'm going to take a Post-it note, and I'm going to stick it on there. I've got to make sure I don't get that other one, like so. And then I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz Oh, Carol, it is a great bundle. And I was going to do this with my marker, but I haven't used this stamp enough for it to work. And I'm going to take this off. Now I have to be very careful. This is really inky, but it didn't come through. If it had come through, I would have to wipe that off. So I'm going to throw that away. Oh, there goes my alarm again. So that's my weather alarm going off. All right, now when I did this the first time, I just tried to line it up, but this ended up being too tall. So I'm going to take and I'm going to go up higher on this one. Oh, darn it. That always happens. All right, let's see. Am I going to be able to hide that? I don't know. Let me start again, get another piece. Oh my gosh, don't you just love that when it happens? Of course, now I got to find a piece of paper and cut it. I should have known it was kind of sticky. Yes, Carol, we are having thunderstorms here. So we haven't had a thunderstorms, but we have had high rain, lots of rain and wind. And I'm going to pull the piece that I threw in the trash back out. All right, let's try this again and see if I can do it without, I got to pull that down a little, without messing up. Light taps. Okay. Oh, that's still too dark. All right. I must have, that's not much better, but it'll work. So we'll try this again. All right. I'm just gonna put this on here and just see if I can get it to stick using the stickiness of the stamp. Boy, that stamp is really sticky. I don't know why. All right, let's try this again. I've got it inked up. Yeah, it's good. Ooh, almost messed it up again. Goodness gracious. Put my mask back on. And I'm going to go up higher. All right. Ah, that looks much better than this one. All right, now it's time to do my watering can. And I wanted my stems to be inside the can. So what I did was I stamped this on Post-it note, and I did cut this up because there were a couple of V shapes here and here. So I did cut up in those V's. All right. And then I'm going to use, oh yeah, I do it all the time, usually not on camera, but if I could have hidden it, I would have, but it doesn't work. All right, now I'm going to go up a little higher on this one also. So I am overlapping, and the reason being is I want it to appear that those stems are coming out, and I went too high. Yeah, because there's no hole there. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I'm going to go back to this one. Lord, I am having a time today. All right, I've got that stamped. I'm just going to use this one. And let's try the stems again. Hey, all you can do, oh darn it, I inked up the whole thing. All you can do, Carol, is laugh. I mean, it's going to happen to the best of us. Let me see if I can find my paper. What did I do with it? I don't know, but I've got a piece here I can use. Okay. All right, here. There. All right, if this one doesn't work, I'm just gonna keep going. All right. At least I know where to stamp because I can use my marks. All right, got it. Now let's try this again. And this time I'm not going to, if you look at this stamp, there's a little tiny opening. I don't know if you can see it. I'll pull this up close. There's a little tiny opening like right there. That's where the top of the watering can is. So this is the outside and that's, or the front side, and that's the back side. So let's see if I can do this correctly. I thought I needed to move it up, but I think I'm okay if I just keep it the same. All right. At least you know that even the best of us make mistakes. All right, so I'm going to put, I've got to put the bottom. Well, daggone it all. You know what? I'm going to grab my marker and fill it in. All right, I'm just going to fill it in. There. Can't tell. I shouldn't have gone over the leaves, but that's okay. It's good. All right, now, and I got green ink on my hand. I need to cut this down. And the reason I didn't cut the size that I wanted, because I didn't know what size this was going to be. So this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to put in my channel, this is the edge, and it cuts up here. So I'm going to put the bottom of my image, and I might need to adjust it to make it straight. Yes, I do. I'm going to put the bottom of my image there. All right, because it was kind of stamped crooked. Then I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to put the edge of that watering can right at that same spot. Oops, that's the score. That won't work. See how I'm getting a little tiny border all the way around? All right, this one goes in, and my flowers are, okay, right there. And then the last thing I need is the handle of the watering can at that same spot. Just a little bit over. There we go. Just make sure that it's, well, all right, there we go. All right, so I've got my image panel. I want to back it with a piece of Poppy Parade. So I'm going to measure, and this is, oh, it's not quite 3 and, actually it is. It's 2 7/8. So this needs to be 3 inches. And this one is 3 3/4, so it needs to be 3 7/8. I'm just adding 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. What did I say this one was? I forgot already. Darn. 3 inches. Okay. Make sure I've got the right side up there. Yeah. I don't want to be cutting this wrong. Of course, with the way things are going today, that would be what would happen. All right. I've got it, and I'm done with my trimmer. So then that gives me a tiny border all the way around. So as you can see, it's just one of those days. I hope that doesn't mean that's what's going to happen to me during my crafting session today. But if it does, ooh, wow, that's crooked. All right, hold on. Good thing I didn't press down too hard. All right, Let me get that off. That's better. Of course, maybe it's my paper that's cut crooked. It could be. I think that slipped. Let me trim that up a little. Of course, I don't know how this is going to do. Sometimes it doesn't like to cut off little tiny pieces. I'll move it over slightly. That's better. At least it looks straight now. Of course, it could be that paper is crooked. All right. That is going to go on. Oh, where did I do? I had this piece. Where did I put it? Oh my gosh. It has been, it's one of those days, ladies. All right. And I wanted to show you a trick that I saw another demo do online. To get a straight fold, if you open this up and put your cardstock up at the top and make sure it's even, and then push this up against it and make sure it's straight, you can get a good straight fold. So if some of you struggle, I know I score mine, but it doesn't always work out well. So that's a way that you can do it without having to score it. All right, this piece goes on next. And this one, all the measurements will be listed after I'm done because it's just easier rather than trying to tell you all of them. All right, now this one is going to go on. And I got to make sure it's as even as I can get it. At this point, I'm not surprised. All right, and then this piece goes on next. And then I'm going to add my sentiment. I could have added the sentiment before you put this on, and it's too big. Hang on. Oh, Carol, you missed it. It's been one of those mornings. Of course, this is tricky because I've got my glue on here, so it's sticking to my trimmer. All right, now I think it's ready. Do you ever have those days? Well, it looks like it's going to be one of those days for me. All right, got it. Oh, Carol, the replay will be up, so you can go back and watch the pieces and see all the mistakes I made. Because I made a bunch. 1, 2, and this one was really good. And there's, on the back of this was another one. So 4 different times it took me. All right, now I've got to come over top. So I'm sorry if it's loud. There's my sentiment, just because. I love that sentiment. Oh, thanks, Carol. I thought I would do it there. It's coming off. I've got to redo them. I thought I would do Valentine's Day. See? St. Patrick's Day. Now, I stamp that first because then this, you can kind of adjust this. If you put this down, you don't have a lot of space to stamp with. If you don't have dimensionals, you can put it flat, but I have dimensionals and I'm going to use them if I can find them. Here they are. Because I think it helps just give the card a little bit of interest. And of course, naturally, my backs are all going to come off, making it harder to put it down. All right. So I add a lot of dimensionals, and that's why I use a half a one versus a whole one. So I've always used half dimensionals. I don't know. I go every 2 weeks about to get a manicure. And then in between, I have to do it myself because paper is very hard on your nails. So the polish doesn't last. So I take my own polish because I'm very particular about my polish. I don't want my nails. I have a lot of problems with my nails, and they split and crack and peel. And so I use my own polish because a lot of the polishes they use where I get my nails done have chemicals in it that just kill my nails. My nails are natural nails. I cannot use acrylic or gel. I'm allergic to them. The first time I had it done, both the acrylic and the gel ate through my nail bed, and that was very painful. Yes, I will, Carol, let you know what I do with my nails. I even have because I like glitter, there's a layer of glitter on top of here. I don't know if you can see. I have my manicurist now buying the glitter polish from them because she likes the glitter. So I will definitely message you the information. Okay, and there it is. Woo! This one's, as you can see, my pad is too juicy. I had inked up some of them, and maybe that was one, and I didn't flip it upside down so that it would have the ink stay at the bottom. Oh, see, I was allergic to it, Carol. It was horrible, but so I just don't even do it anymore. And even some nail polishes will bother me. I will tell you, there is a base. Oh, thanks, Carol. There's a base that I use that's absolutely fabulous. If you have trouble nails, I swear by it. And it is a process. You can't put any polish or anything on your nails for like 4 weeks as you use this base. But then that's the base I use on my hands. To keep it, keep them safe, so to speak. All right, there it is. Now you can change out the sentiment all you want. You can use different ones. You can use the same one. And now that I've made all the mistakes, you know what not to do. I don't know what was going on today. I was up here prepared ahead of time. Usually I'm running around at the last minute sometimes, and best laid plans. Okay, I'm going to get ready and flip this around. If you get dizzy, close your eyes till I get it back. Oh, which one do you like better, the Rich Razzleberry or the Poppy Parade? Don't pay any attention to the flowers not being stamped right. It should look like this, and it actually did look better on this one, but still. Okay, here I go. Thanks, Gladys. I'm going to flip it, so close your eyes. If you get dizzy, I'll let you know when you can look. Okay, you can look. I'm back. All right, I got my tea. Whew. It is going to be the Poppy Parade. Yeah, it is really pretty. I can't believe I had so many issues with it this morning. One of those things. I debated about doing Blackberry Bliss, but I thought it was too close to the Rich Razzleberry, and I wanted to show something entirely different. But as you can see, both cards, same layout, same design. So you can change it up by changing the colors. If you can even, and it would take a little bit more finagling, you can even change the flowers and do tulips instead. But I didn't do it this time. I wanted to see if I could use the daisies with those stems. And you can, but you got to do some playing. And there is a difference. If you look at both of them, the Rich Razzleberry stems are longer and it looks kind of funny. This one looks a little better. It's still I think, too long, but I don't know how else to, if, as you saw with the other one when I did it, if I tried to come down, it went down into the pot. So one of those things. Maybe I need to do it the other way. I don't know. It's something I'll have to play with. So there we go. My teacups. Oh, yes. I love a mug. I want a nice big mug, and this is from Lungeberger. My sister was a consultant. They're not called demonstrators, consultant years ago, and I bought a bunch from her. They're called their travel mug, and then the company closed down, but then they've reopened, but I haven't seen the travel mugs come back. So I don't know if they're not doing the pottery or what, but I have their dishes and their silverware, and I love it because it's good, sturdy stuff. All right, ladies, now that you've seen me make all those mistakes and know that ooh, more of the stems. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I may have to play with it a little bit to see if I can get it to come out. Oh yes, we are all human, Carol, and like I said, all you can do is laugh about it because it's like, I cannot believe, I go lots of times with no mistakes, and then this time 4 or 5 mistakes in one. It's like, whoa. But oh well, it just goes to show we all make mistakes, and it's only paper, so start again. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. I hope wherever you are, if it's snowing, you're happy with the snow. And if not, go to your craft room and have some fun. And if it's raining, go to your craft room and have some fun. I will be back Monday night with a new sketch. Please play along with my other sketch. Give me some ideas. Draw them in. I'm not an artist, Gladys. That's why I use stamps. I wished I was. Have a great weekend. Get crafty and have some fun. Hope to see you Monday night for the next sketch. Bye.